Miracles We Have Seen, Chapter 8. This book is being recreated in audio-video format with the permission of the author, Jack Terry. Miracle of the Dead Baby in Bolivia. The sun was setting in the subtropics of Bolivia, an area called the Yungas. This is a beautiful mountainous setting, somewhat remote, about 70 miles from the highest capital city in the world, La Paz. God had placed us in the village of Coroico, population 6,000. This had been a difficult area for gospel outreach. There had been many instances of persecution against the believers and harassment toward the missionaries. When we arrived, we were told we must not open the doors to the street, as it would invite people to throw rocks, disturb the services, or perhaps worse. It had been more than 4 years since it had been safe to do so. We prayed about this and felt that no matter the cost, we must open the doors to the street so that people could hear the message of Christ and salvation. The Lord gave us a wonderful deliverance. Many young people began to attend the services. However, most of the adults stayed away. In the meantime, we had opened a small clinic that offered first aid and other services to the community. A prominent Jewish surgeon, Dr. Tickauer, official head of the UN medical envoy to Bolivia, had visited our infirmary and had arranged for us to receive many types of antibiotics and other medications. Some cases were quite serious, such as fractured arms, broken ribs. Sometimes there were tragic comedy incidents, such as coffee beans sprouting in a child's nose. But on this particular day, God sent us a major crisis that would prove to be a great blessing. It would also help us reach the older people of the area. It was a weekday when we heard that a baby had been poisoned and was dying. Suddenly, the side doors to the mission burst open, and a flood of people rushed into the patio, bearing in their arms a lifeless child. Many of them were crying, others were shouting, and all were looking at me with a mixture of hope and fear. Some glared at me with hard stares that seemed to say, "You don't belong here, missionary. Go home." I took the limp body from its mother and felt for vital signs. There were none. I held the baby up in the air and prayed, "Father, please help us. I beg you to heal this baby so people will believe." I prayed fervently, desperately, and with all my heart. When Winona was watching the spectacle from our second-floor mission balcony, I am certain she was praying with me. The baby lay limp and still as I raised her little body toward the heavens. The crowd became quiet. "Winona, please bring me a glass of water." I do not know why I called for the water. The baby had not moved. I pressed the glass to the dead baby's lips. Suddenly, the little infant girl sat up and reached out for her mother. There was a great sound of relief from the assembled crowd. There were smiles of approval. There were hugs. The atmosphere changed to celebration and joy. My heart was bursting with praise. A little girl had been raised from the dead. After this incident, we were accepted as a part of the community. We lived in that community for more than 2 years. There was no more persecution after that red letter day. Many were saved. A lot of teenagers accepted Christ following that incident. We were able to form youth basketball and volleyball leagues. We were able to sponsor a soccer team in a tough Bolivian league. Adults came also during one Christmas drama. The entire community, it seemed, came to the compound for that outdoor presentation. Furthermore, there is a Christian school in that mission today where more than 200 students from the community attend each day. We believe that the chains of oppression and opposition were broken to a large degree that day when a fanatic mob brought a dead baby to the Evangelist Mission Clinic. We are certain we did nothing except obey the instructions of the great physician who invited such cases with this offer: "Suffer the little children to come unto me, for of such is the kingdom of heaven." Jesus taught us that a little child is the most important person in the kingdom. Satan is attempting to slaughter children through abortion all over the world. During the time of the infant Jesus coming into the world in Bethlehem, the devil's emissary, Herod, tried to destroy him. Now, on the eve of the Savior's second return, those same demonic forces are murdering millions of babies in America, China, Europe, and other places. Will you pray for your president and political leaders today? Will you pray for the young children of our community, schools, and churches, that they will be trained up in the way they should go, so that when they are old, they will not depart from it? Proverbs 22, verse 6.